Hi everybody, Catfish Jones here. Still a little throaty, if you cannot tell. Probably won't be doing any singing today, but I did want to thank everybody for the wonderful well wishes on Wednesday's vlog. And I know future me is going to look back at that and say, oh come on, you could have done something. Could have played an instrumental, some of that tiny music. You could have done something, but it wasn't working, so I did a CFJ vlog with no music, and just the outpouring of positive responses really warmed my heart, and that's a thing I'm very thankful for. All of you wonderful people out there in YouTube land. It means a lot to me to know that you guys care so much. So, and it's been quite a drought on Car Talk with Catfish. Haven't got to do one of these in a good little bit, so taking the opportunity today to get to share with you a little bit of an update. Like I say, I'm still a little throaty. I had some band practice last night and I didn't push it, but I did try to sing a couple of things, and you know, if I'm singing low or if I'm singing up in falsetto, I can get some notes out, but there's a little spot in my voice where it just goes dead, and that doesn't sound pretty. So I'm gonna talk a little bit, try not to overdo it, but at least get to communicate to you guys and just hopefully convey how thankful I am that I have so many good friends out there wishing me well when I'm not feeling 100%. So tell you what, we've had some very cold weather, and it sounds like we might have some stormy weather on the horizon, but today is just a gorgeous one. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, it's not freezing cold, a little frosty maybe, but just a gorgeous, glorious day. I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to be out and about in it, not stuck in bed, just getting a little bit of cruising time, little windshield time, one might say. And I figured, heck it, if I got some windshield time, you know, why not do a little bit of car talk? It has been a little bit since the car talk. I know it's been a couple of weeks or more, and I don't even recall what we were last talking about. But a lot has gone on. Getting waved on by a tow truck guy who's gonna have to go a little slow. Thank you, Mr. Tow Truck Guy, for letting me around. I certainly did not want to be turtling behind a tow truck, slow poking. Any of you who have watched my car talks before and heard me talk about my driving theory, I'm a bit of an offensive driver, got a bit of a lead foot, like to put the hammer down, as one may say. And right here, I'm about to get on the interstate. You guys will be able to hear my motor revving all the way up. Let them have it, give them both barrels. And here we go. Let's hope this doesn't make the camera fall forward as I try to get ever closer to that elusive 88 miles per hour. I don't think we'll get close to 88. This is a speed limit 75 zone, so I like to go a little bit top of that. I try not to cross over 80. Sometimes you're behind what I like to call an elephant race. You got a couple of semis in front of you, both of them going a little under the speed limit. You get kind of stuck. Once they kind of switch, I'm driving with my knee there. Once they kind of switch, you get a chance to overtake. You get the pedal to the metal. Sometimes you get up there a little closer to 88 miles an hour. Makes one wish for the time machine. If I had a flux capacitor in this old Dodge Caliber, why maybe I could go back in time. But that part is a little elusive, a little hard to come by, unique and rather expensive, if not entirely fictitious. But fun nonetheless to imagine the burning tire marks one might leave behind as you kick back to 1955, try to go forward to 1985, heck, maybe even try to go all the way forward to 2015 with all of those flying cars and the holograms and everything else. But you know, here we are, actually only 20 days, maybe 25 days, I don't know what the exact number is, but a small number of days and we will be in 2019, which to me just feels like the future. I remember when I was younger, I thought quite a bit about the future. You know, how old will I be in 2000? How old will I be in 2015? And 2020 to me really just felt like a futuristic number, like we'd be living on space stations and zooming around the solar system and all of these wonderful science fiction tropes that come to light. But here we are, still burning petrol in an internal combustion engine like they did last century. But it is how it is. It's part of the adventure. And I'm glad to be able to enjoy it. I'm glad to be able to share the adventure with all of you fine folks. And I tell you what, I'm glad to be able to talk about it on a little bit of Car Talk with Catfish. Although it's only been a couple of minutes of nonstop talking, and I can already feel the throatiness rasping a little more throaty. So, excited to pull off the highway, head towards the neighborhood, land, put my seat in the full upright position, get my food tray locked and loaded. It's been a long time since I've been in an airplane, so I don't really know what they really say anymore, but all of that fun stuff. Glad to finally get a chance to break the drought on this little bit of video content I like to share, what I call Car Talk with Catfish. And hopefully in the near future we have more of these on a more regular basis. And until we do, I would like to bid you all adieu, but really again, let me extend my warmest appreciation to everybody who reached out to me on Wednesday when I was certainly feeling about the worst of the whole run of sickness. And I really did want to do a video for you. I did a cover earlier in the week and wasn't so throaty then, but by the end of it I was kind of feeling it. And by the, you know, whatever number of attempt it was on Wednesday that I tried to sing some songs, it was not happening. And I appreciate you all bearing with me. So until I see you guys again around the board, on the tube, someplace or another, somebody's stream or somebody's video, or heck, maybe even one of my own, I hope you guys are well, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Cheers.